In this lesson, we're going to learn and break down this beautiful section from Peggy-O and focus in on Jerry's use of the vocal melody, syncopation, and other really simple things like triads to create an incredible solo. Hey, Chris here. Welcome to the lesson. For this part of the solo, I broke it down into 5 sections so it's a little more digestible. So we're going to start with the first one. I'm going to play all the way through this first section and then give you some pointers along the way. We're going to be in the key of A major, kind of working out an A major pentatonic for the most part. And Jerry's going to start on the E of 4 with a little pickup line to get it going. So why don't I play this whole first section nice and slow, and then, like I said, I'll give you some tips as we go. So with the index on 2nd fret of D, we go 1 E and 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E and 2 E and a 3 and a 4 E and 1 and a 2 E and a 1 E and 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a slide 1 E and 2 E and a 3 E and 4 E and 1 E and a 2 E and that is where I kind of capped off the first section. You may have picked up on the fact that I only counted up to 2 in one of those measures. The way that I'm counting this, most of it's in 4/4, but then every once in a while in the progression there's going to be a measure of 2. So just kind of listen for that. It's not a huge deal, but it is something to take note of, and it kind of impacts the feel of everything, kind of moves things forward a little bit, in addition to Jerry using syncopated rhythms in here, like the E of 1, the E of 4, stuff like that. So let's do that again from the beginning, from the 2nd fret. He does this hammer-on pull-off. He starts on the E of 1, 1 E, and then we're going to have another hammer-on, back to 2nd fret, back to 4th, pull-off, 1 E and 2 E and so everything's been kind of major pentatonic based, and then he does this little minor third kind of country lick. That right there is a little gem that you could totally steal for your own improv. All right, now from there, we're going to go to the 4th fret. I like to do it with the middle finger, slide up to 6. So it's setting up this position, if you want to imagine like an A major chord like that. It's kind of a cool way to position yourself. At any rate, back to the slide. Then we come right back down with a bend on 4th fret. Then right back up with the slide. Okay, now we're getting into the second section. We're going to pick up from there with the major third of A, which is a C sharp right here on the 6th fret of G. And then he does this really cool kind of like flat 7 bend. And again, these licks, you could, steal little bits of them. That's a great lick. All right, now moving on. And by the way, that last measure was 2/4 again. Now we're going to do another slide from the minor third to the major third. That right there deserves a little extra attention. So he's sliding up from the minor third to the major third, up to the fifth, and then the 6 to the minor 6 to the major 6, which is really cool. Then he just strums an A. I love this part right here. He goes second fret of G. Okay, now he's going to hit basically like a D. He's outlining a D. Let me go back a little bit. So from this first A that I hit a second ago, D. Okay, now another kind of country lick where I like to go middle finger on 5th fret. Moving on from there, we're going to slide down from 4 to 2, and then from 2 to 4. If you don't want to use your pinky finger there, you could also just do that as the open A string. So for example, you could do it like that. So you could just avoid the pinky altogether on that. Now we're getting into the third section where he kind of moves up a little higher. So he does this really interesting slide from the 12th fret, which gives it almost like a Mixolydian vibe for a second. And then a pickup line, kind of like the very beginning of this. It's a little different take on it. And if you really listen to his playing, there's this beautiful wobble to the intonation that's pretty tricky to replicate, but it's so beautiful. So again here from, let's go from 14 to B, from that pickup. Now 16, again, pulling off, then hammering on. Okay, we end up on the 14th fret of G, which sets us up for the next section, but I want to pause and go back and play that whole section as a whole. So sliding up. Let's keep going. Now we're going to slide up like we did earlier on the 4th fret of G. Now we'll be on 16 going up to 18. A pull off from 19 to 17 to 18 to G. And then 16 does a pull off to 14. The cool thing right there is he is using these simple things. Like that is a C sharp minor, which is being played at the time, and he's just outlining it with a really kind of easy triad form right there. And then this really cool lick, we're going to pull off from 17 to 14. Up to this high A. Then we're going to do this bend from 16. And that leads us up into this cascading lick that we're going to do. I just want to point out with those bends, that's another measure of 2/4. So why don't I go back and recap that section again, sliding up from 16 to 18 of G. Then we're going to pull off. Pull off again. This note that I just hit leads us right into this really awesome cascading pentatonic lick where we're going to start on 16 of A. So let's pick up there. This is kind of the fifth and last section of this part of the solo that I'm breaking down. So we're going to be on 16 of A. Now let me play that in action, but you know what I want to do is go one note back actually, so you hear it from this 16th fret of the D string. Okay, now the next measure is also a triplet. Jump to 15 of B. Now we're going to do this classic Jerry pull-off or double pull-off move. And that caps the end of the section I'm going to be teaching today. But this thing right here, that's such a really well-timed lick where you're holding that first 16th note and then going into what I think of as like a 32nd note triplet. It's really quick. And then you bend up and come back down. So it's one of those licks that, you know, takes a little getting used to with the timing, but man, is that fun to play. And then again, a sort of country. I'm just thinking of country stuff when it has like the minor third going to the major third. You know how Jerry could have sort of that bluegrass feel he would add into things. So now I'm going to play that whole fifth section one more time. Actually, I'll go one note back from where I started. I'm going to be on 16 of the D string. Right on. Thank you so much if you're still hanging with me. I hope you enjoyed that and got some little gems in there that you can add to your own improvisation. That's always the idea, I think, is to learn the language of somebody like Jerry Garcia and then take it and make it your own. This channel is really going to be viewer driven, so if you have any solos that you want me to break down, I'm really looking for like 1 minute sections, and you know, that way they're digestible and you don't feel the pressure of learning an entire like 15-minute jam or something. So leave comments if you have timestamps of a solo you want broken down. Let me know. I'd be happy to take a look at it. I've got some really fun stuff in store coming up soon, so make sure you subscribe, and I'll see you soon. Thanks so much.